And they're off. Racing away, 2 miles and a furlong in front of them. And the Grade 1 Jewson Anniversary 4-year-old Juvenile Hurdle. And this long run down towards the opening flight. It's Bo Zenith under Jamie Moore that shows the way in that distinguishing red cap. From Sarson's Risk, the grey, close up behind the light blue jacket. Green and black for Chaos Control and Kieran Gethins in third. And then Jipco in those pink and mauve silks in fourth place early on as they straightened for home. Right So Tom in the blue and white is behind. And then Zenta from Power Puri behind her to the outside, the grey filly Grey Val, followed into the home run by Script Writer, then Perseus Way and Nusret at the back of the field at flight number 1. All safely over, being led just about by Bo Zenith, but Sarson's Risk is quite keen and perhaps now just edging it as they go towards flight number 2. Sarson's Risk now in the lead. From Bo Zenith and Chaos Control close up in third. They've been trapped by Jipco. And then Right So Tom and Danny Mullins over toward the far side from Zenta, the Triumph Hurdle third under Mark Walsh and the JP Silks. And the white sleeves and cap for Grey Val, red and pink for Power Puri. Jumping over their third flight, which will be the last next time round. Perseus Way, Script Writer and Nusret are the back trio. So racing up the home straight then, and Sarson's Risk now establishing a couple of lengths lead as they're about to go by the winning line with a lap to go. Sarson's Risk from Bo Zenith in second, and then Jipco, who's racing to the outside of Chaos Control. They're in third and fourth. A few lengths away to Right So Tom, who's shadowed to the outside by Zenta. Then Power Puri, who's towards the inside of Grey Val. Then came Script Writer. Much further behind them, Perseus Way, and Nusret is the back marker, and they're about to head into the far side. 3 flights of hurdles await them over there, and it's Sarson's Risk under Robbie Dunn, who now develop about a 3-length cushion. Over in second, Bo Zenith, with Chaos Control a neck in advance of Jipco. They're racing in third and fourth as they approach at flight number 4. The leader tightens up going into that flight of hurdles. We're all safely over, and it's Sarson's Risk who continues to show out in front. From Bo Zenith and Jipco in third, Chaos Control in a handy fourth. Then Zenta, who tracks the leading wave in fifth position from Script Writer and Right So Tom as they go towards the middle flight over on the back straight. All over that one safely. Nusret remains the back marker as Sarson's Risk still shows out in front by a length and a half to Jipco and those pink and mauve silks. From Bo Zenith in third, from Chaos Control and then Zenta the next two, ahead of Script Writer. Behind Script Writer is Grey Val, who races towards the outside of Right So Tom. Perseus Way still at the back with Nusret and Power Puri for company as they're beginning to turn to go down the side of the course. Not much in it now for the lead. Sarson's Risk to the outsider between horses. Jipco against the running rail is Bo Zenith. Length and a half away then to find Chaos Control with Zenta in fifth place and every chance from there. Then Script Writer and Grey Val and Right So Tom. Another length and a half behind those at Perseus Way with Nusret between the back markers at the rear of the field together with the filly Power Puri. So about to straighten towards home. 3 flights of hurdles left to take in the Jewson Anniversary 4-year-old Juvenile Hurdle. And lots of chances. The great Sarson's Risk, Jipco between them. Bo Zenith with that red cap, followed by Zenta and Chaos Control. Then Grey Val, Script Writer is trying to get closer. Zenta angled out to have a good look at the front. They're approaching 2 from the end and the field cluster up. Zenta looking to join in now with Bo Zenith. Sarson's Risk is beaten and Zenta appears to be cruising on the run down towards the final flight of hurdles and now been shaken up by Mark Walsh. Bo Zenith to the far side, Zenta to the near side. They pulled away from Chaos Control at the final hurdle in the air together. Zenta and over on the far side, Bo Zenith. They've now got right away. Nusret stayed on to be third. Bo Zenith is fighting hard against the running rail. Zenta's digging into the near side. A great finish here to the anniversary hurdle. Bo Zenith and Zenta head for head to the line. It's Bo Zenith and Zenta, and there's absolutely nothing in it. Nusret back in third, then Right So Tom and Script Writer.
No Willie Mullins, but we do have David Casey, Willie's assistant trainer, after the victory of Zenta in the 4-year-old anniversary hurdle. Congratulations. Now, Mark didn't know whether she'd won on the line. I'm assuming that you didn't know either as they flashed past.
To be honest, as I stood watching her with Charlie Swan, and as I went by, I thought she was beating. But Charlie was confident that she just had her head down at the right time, but luckily for us, thankfully she did. Hawkeye Charlie. Yeah, he called it right, so he never got it wrong too often, so he didn't.
Now, what were you thinking on the way around?
I thought she was travelling beautiful, jumping beautiful. I thought she was doing everything right. I was confident all the way around. So Mark just felt that at the end that he just got there a little bit early maybe, and she idled a bit in front. So, but she's a lovely mare to go forward with.
But it says a lot about her. If she did idle, she still managed to get her head in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, she's a gorgeous filly, and she's tough out. I think she's only still improving from what she did earlier in the season. I think there's more to come from her. So hopefully she's one to look forward to going forward.
I think even from the outside we can see the improvement from race to race. The jumping improvement was huge from Ferryhouse to Cheltenham, and she seemed to go through this race much easier as well.
Yeah, I think mentally she's just learning how to race better and to race properly, and as I say, hopefully that'll bring her on again more for next year. And
what are you hoping that she might be? I mean, I know it's difficult for 4-year-olds moving into their 5-year-old year, but what would you hope?
Yeah, it's hard enough to know, but she can go in all those mares races next year, I think, and definitely I think she's one that would jump fences as well in time. She's got that bit of size about her, so I think she can jump fences as well.
What did you make of Saint-Ouen in the first?
I thought he ran very well. I think the horse losing his shoe at the start probably just didn't help him. He just got a little bit round, and he just went and winged the first and probably ran a little bit keen, but he ran a brilliant race. Banbridge has missed Cheltenham, and is a very good horse in his own right, and he kept at it well, so I'm delighted with him.
And how about Sharjah, who of course is taking on Constitution Hill, but he's also taking on 2.5 miles for the first time. Do you think he'll get it?
Yeah, I think he will. I don't think it'll be too much of an issue for him. The ground doesn't look to be too bad. I was a little bit afraid coming over that it might turn too soft, but I think it's not riding too bad, so that'll hopefully be in his favour. Listen, it'll be hard to beat, obviously, Constitution Hill, and it's competitive outside of that, but I think he'll run his race, definitely.
And were you pleased with what he did when fourth in the county?
Yeah, he ran a great race. Obviously, with all that weight, he ran well, so ground was probably just a little bit dead for him at the time, but he seems in good form at home, so hopefully of a big run.
And you've got battalions coming over for the National. Are they here already, or are they on their way?
They're underway. I imagine they'll be arriving this evening, so hopefully they'll all be in one piece.
Well, fingers crossed for that. I'll talk to you about them later in the week, but very best of luck today and for the rest of the week.
Lydia, thanks very much. Thank you. Cheers.
Mark Walsh was on board Zenta, who's just won the 4-year-old anniversary hurdle really narrowly. Did you think you had won as you passed the line?
I honestly didn't know. I was asking Jamie and he didn't know either. I nearly got her beat. It's my own fault. I hit the front too soon. She was travelling great and I winged the last, and she landed in front of Jamie Moore's horse, and I sent her on. I couldn't really take her back. It was by winging the last I landed in front and I sent her on, but I know in future to hold on to her a bit longer.
Right, okay, so but in the circumstances I don't think you could have done anything else, but you're just saying for future reference you know a bit more about her.
Yeah, just the way it panned out. I winged the last and I landed in front, and she just didn't do a whole lot. She's still very green. She's still learning, and big crowd here today. She's just having a look, so I know for future reference.
In that context, she's done very well to get her head back in front.
Yeah, definitely. Look, she ran a cracker in the Triumph. It was only her third run. It's only her fourth run today, so look. Willie and David Casey thought she was improving the whole time, and they seem to be right, and I hope she keeps improving.
And reflecting on Saint-Ouen, tell me what happened in the first?
He ran his race, first time over 2.5. I just dropped him in trying to get home. I thought I had a chance going to the last, but JJ's horse just stayed better than me to the line.
Did he get it?
He definitely got it, yeah, he definitely got it, just the winner outstayed him.
Okay, all right, well, many congratulations, great to see you in the Winners' Enclosure, well done.
Thank you very much, thank you. Thanks.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.